Here's an interesting way to deal with anxiety that's really, really different that you may not have tried before. And it involves something called the reticular activating system. Now, the reticular activating system, or RAS for short, is a really cool part of our brain that's basically used for detecting patterns in the environment. This is really useful for a survival perspective because it could find patterns of danger and alert us to us before our conscious brain could. Picture it this way. Imagine you're going for a walk in the bush and you step on a rope and you look down, you've jumped already before you've recognized it's a rope and not a stake. The reason you do that is your reticular activating system working to keep you alive. Now, the thing with pattern recognition is that the reticular activating system gets better at detecting the same patterns over time. Now, if you do struggle with anxiety or anything like that, what this means is that you actively get better at having anxiety, at feeling anxious due to reticular activating system. So now we know this, how do we deal with this? What we need to do is train our body and train our brain to actually notice different patterns in our environment. And one of the most useful things to do this is to actually identify the smallest unit or the smallest activity that can bring a level of happiness. So other people have referred this to as finding the smallest thing to be happy about in a day to make it a good day. Now, a lot of people really struggle with this. They don't think they're successful enough, which causes anxiety. They don't think they work hard enough. They don't think they train hard enough. They don't think they put enough in every single day. And this constant pattern of beating themselves up leads to chronic anxiety. Instead, what I challenge you to do is to actually identify things in each day that you do well, things that make you feel good, and things that you do that make other people feel good. Once you start doing this, you become better at recognizing those things in your environment. And by doing this, what happens is you basically crowd out all the bad stuff in the reticular activating system. Now, it will still exist, but we have to remember that all our behavior and all our feelings are learned behaviors. So if we can train our reticular activating system to actually detect more of the good in our lives, to detect the things that we do well, and to find opportunities in life, we will find that we will start seeing more opportunities. We will start feeling better all the time, and our anxiety will gradually lessen over time. And another easy example of reticular activating system in real life is the yellow car syndrome. So you may never see a yellow car on the road. You just think they exist. And you buy a yellow car because you think it's cool. Then within 2 weeks, everywhere you go, you see hundreds and hundreds of yellow cars. It's not the fact that they weren't there before, it's the fact that your reticular activating system wasn't aware of it. Now it's aware of it, it will constantly look for that. So as a business owner, as a personal trainer, as someone who's dealing with anxiety, whatever it is, the more you train your body to look for good stuff, the more opportunities will present themselves to you, which will inherently reduce the anxiety that you're dealing with.